And our next speaker, you know, students, we give a lot of issues to people that lead us. But then this man, he has been holding a lot of students together because from outside, when you hear their stories, you see that he's really doing a lot for them. And he's a very strong man in this land that we are on right now. And but before I introduce him, we have Pastor Benjamin Asa from World Impact Nations here with us. Papa, you're welcome. Yeah, I've been seeing his flyers, his programs. I attended one of his programs at the mall last year, which was the Crazy Praise, and I enjoyed it. It was wonderful. Thank you very much, and God bless you. So, with this, our next speaker, he's the Dean of Students for TTU. Oh, you have to start appreciating before you come. The Dean of Students for TTU. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Professor Eric Bruce.
Hey! Hey, Muniha. Hey! Hey! Mumu se mamo. You know, early this week, I was in a discussion with a parent, and that parent was a police officer, and his child is one of the worst I've ever encountered as a human being. Not as dean of student, but as a human being. And so back to my office. A lot of you who are students of the university community, so members of the university community, you remember that just this week, there was a near lynching of a student by our very good friends of his Mamensa Hall. Do you remember? Let me see by hands the TTE student here. Oh, awesome. A student was nearly lynched. That one too is the son of a police officer. And he was lynched for stealing somebody's money. So transferring somebody's money onto a pseudo account, then directing the money from that pseudo account into his Momo wallet. And his uncle, a police officer, seized his 2 mobile phones, went through the phones painstakingly throughout the night to the next morning, and found out that it is something he had been doing for a very long time. The child of a police officer who apparently has been robbing the father, the mother, and the younger ones at home. I'm drawing to particular, and this is what we are confronted with. So I said to myself that I'm scared for the future of this country. Because, you know, some of us were a bit lucky in the sense that during our time, there were proven literature, like Courtesy for Boys and Girls. I don't know whether some of you have heard about it. Some of you are lucky to have parents who read. So they may have some of these books at home and you will have access to them. Courtesy for Boys and Girls. So as a Ghanaian, when you entered a bus and you saw an old man standing and you have the seat, you rise for him to sit. If you are in a queue and you see an old man suffering at the last end, our African values demands that you switch The old man takes your place and you go back there. If you are as influential as possible, you negotiate your way through, you stick to your space and still get to the old man, get to convince others to let the old man be in front of you. This was what we were taught. And yet, somebody is stealing from you, and he thinks it is his right to steal from you. It is scary. So I'm happy when the lady spoke about networking. And the networking, you know the value of networking already, but my take is on that part that she says you should have someone who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth. So I was telling Gabby that everybody must have a Nathan. Nathan was the one who told David that you had slept with somebody's wife. And he said it in the very beautiful manner that David agreed almost instantly because he did not know he was the one being talked about. So he started with a proverb, and then David said, then that person must be a very bad person. And Nathan said, that person is you. He said, oh, what did I do? He said, you went to take somebody's wife. You took somebody's wife. But Nathan said it in the most polite manner that he didn't have to behead him. So everybody must have a Nathan. Me, in this university, I have a Nathan. I am far right, MPP. And my best friend on this campus is far left, NDC. Professor Boache, popularly known as KD. He's my best friend. And when he's wrong, and our wives are very tight. So they sit back and watch us. We will slug it out. I say, my friend, you are wrong. You are totally wrong. This thing that you did, you are wrong. Then he said, okay, I'm sorry. I won't do that. So then I'll say, let's go. Let me go with you. You go and apologize. Let's go together. In the same manner, when I flare up, he's my brother, this one, you are wrong. This is unlike you. Let's go and apologize. So I'll often go with him and I'll apologize in his presence for him to see that what he said, I have taken it in good faith. That is what we should be doing. You see, so you don't just network. You must identify the idiots amongst you. And then you take a decision on them. Because you are in school now. You know that you must pay your school fees. And one of the things we were trying to solve this when you came there 2 days ago, one of the issues we were solving, you know the problem. There's this boy who owes school fees. The father gave him the first tranche. He paid. The second tranche, he used it for online trading. And as you can share. Then the father sent him his chop money plus TNT. Instead of using it to clear the fees, he went to use it for another trading again. For Ochemutu. And the first one, share. When you see onion song, and also the second one, as I could share trading, if you were in my shoes as dean of students, will you not take a position that the future of this country is bleak with people like this? With people like this. The mother was telling me, the boy does not respect her. Then I said, I have lost my mother. But I wish she was alive. And you have your mother here, and you are disrespecting her. In fact, we are Africans. We believe in superstitions, even though we are also Christians. Look, if you are here and you have been disrespecting your mother, refrain, because your mother can change your narrative for the negative by just one comment. by just a comment. Your life also can turn around by just a comment from your mother. Ebesi uye. It is well with you. Your mother can change your life with just a comment. So be very careful. I want to be as practical as possible. You want to make it in life, yet you are twerking in the dead of the night to a stupid man whose future you don't know. And then when all of a sudden your mind is sent back to factory settings, and you now want to make it in life, he now appears with your videos and says, if you don't do what I want you to do, I will share the video all over the place. Eh? What kind of generation is this? What kind of generation is this? You are in school. Your friend is busily narrowing you. When I say narrow, do you understand? You don't understand narrow. Hey, Anas, we are bad. You are in you share a room with a colleague, both male or female. You come back from lecture and he is there with a girl and they are doing ush talalash. Instead of you going to the library to continue, you climb the window and you spend all the time watching. And sometimes it is so nasty that whilst in the window spying, or while spying in the window, who are you worrying? Who are you deceiving? Because I don't know, sabi you ekronto, omu digu abamba so. So aren't you better off going to read? And there's this boy who came to my office and said his academics had been retrogressing terribly. Why? My roommate has been, that roommate, you know him very well. Very foolish boy. Who's one name? I bet one was say. So, because Omudigu na pampa suntino, ontimi nsua de. So, where you kwasi apa? Ona wo no. Ana obane ya omame. So because of what they are doing, you can't learn. What kind of I don't understand. So it means that hey, what a country, what a country. She made mention of another thing. Yes, I am typically MPP, but I am wondering why people are blaming the Greater Accra Region Minister. I'm wondering. Somebody had parked Aboboya and was emptying the refuse from the Aboboya into the gutter. Instead of stopping the person was busily videoing. Kwasiakwa. Excuse my language. So you are busily videoing. Come on. Two persons are fighting. One is being killed. Instead of lending a helping hand, you are videoing. What a generation. What a generation. Somebody is attempting to rape somebody. Save a life. You are videoing. Until penetration takes place. Machino. No evidence. Please, let's do things that will break the glass ceiling. Things that will change the narrative. Change our narrative for better. John F. Kennedy, the late former head of state of the United States of America, said, it isn't the years in your life that matter. not the years in your life. So it's not about age. It is the life in your years and the impact you make on mankind. It is not the years in your life that matter. Not the years. It is the life in your years and the impact you make on mankind. So from Monday to Sunday, you ought to be conscious. She said you must be intentional. Be conscious of every step you take. And then when you get back home, you take stock. Take stock. Was I productive today? Ask yourself. Because just like she said, the most difficult person to lead in your life is yourself. And sometimes it is very, very difficult to be objective to yourself. It is true. It is true. Oh, you're born it will penetrate your skin and you will never forget. So you would hardly want to offend him. And that was a strategy. I beg you in the name of God, if you love yourself, be sincere to this country. When you see someone throwing rubber out of the car, if the car is stationary, just pick it and put it back. And I've been doing this a lot. And recently I was buying a flower pot at the junction, the TTU junction this year. And I saw an old man doing it. So he took orange, just threw it over. And I took it and put it back in the car. And this is, he looked almost 70. I'm like, I look at myself as an Ababurami. Ababurami. He said, if I do, he will beat me. So I'm looking at myself and him and I'm like, how is he going to beat me? But now affair. These small things can change our narrative. But like I said, if, for instance, you are preparing for examination and all your friend is doing is discussing women, discussing sex, quickly, your conscience will prick you and tell you that this is not a guy that will help me reach where I want to reach. So, my friends did not like coming to our house in Community 11 because, you see, once you sit down, man, wadam for a kind of creature, when you need to say, BM, you say, wadam for no objective. You say, wadam for no objective on kind of creature because no creature no cano. Na no creature so yeah, no creature yeah. When your father looks at you in the eye and says, foolish boy. And my dad would not insult you when you are alone. That was what I never liked about him. So I would opt for my mom to beat me than my dad to insult me. He would never insult you when you are alone. He will pile everything up. And when he knows that Gabi is your most cherished friend, Wadamfwa Osum Wobo, Gabi Gabi, how are you? So this is your friend, have you been advising him? Do you know he's a very foolish boy? Then he starts recalling everything. And it's as if it is written. Yeah. One of my big sisters is a judge of the High Court. And there was a time his table wasn't properly laid. He had come to take supper. And the food too was cold. And when he sat at the table and touched, he said, the fork is supposed to be on the loudly, and the knife is supposed to be on the. So when he sat, he watched that one. Then he touched the food and then he said, you see, we the young ones, My name is Junior is part of my name. It's missing. So I was young. I didn't care. That insult, I didn't feel it. You understand? Because what would make me cry was the beatings of my mom. But when he said, so in this big house, there's not even one sensible person who would have noticed that this hadn't been properly done. And that I was around and I was definitely going to take my food and the food ought to be hot. Then my sisters were crying. All the first three, they were crying. I'm like, if it were just the three of them, they wouldn't cry. Do you know why they were crying? Because the little one was there and he heard the insult. You understand? That because he never caned us. No, he will not beat you. But the Michael remembered, the former province remembered, and we were laughing about it. He said, my dad said, get me a mug. You know a mug? M-U-G, mug, teacup. Get me a mug. He thought M-A-G, magazine. So he was looking for me and like, because yeah, it's a mug. 54, they will never say mug. Say magazine. Do you understand? Or tabloids. Or that's what it is. And get me a mug. No, I didn't say, get me a mug. And this guy was going all over. Then, so when I came back from his study, right in front of my friend, I said, this guy should not be your friend. Because if by this time he doesn't know what a mug is, then what at all are you going to learn from him? Are you getting the point? Your friends must be better than you. Your friends ought to be better than you. If your friend is always demanding and not giving, it's a red flag. It is a red flag. He's eating your food. It's a red flag. He's eating your food. He's taking your friends. He's milking you of your money. Onya apoa no de akotete. Onya opportunity bia on kan kyerɛ. So he's always taking, and you are always giving. It's a red flag. You have a friend who tells lies with amazing convictions. He tells lies with such unparalleled distinctions. It is a red flag because that friend will put you into trouble. That friend will take your wife or your future wife from you. It is a red flag. You have a friend who spends what he does not have. He is spending what he doesn't have. So he will borrow. Look, this Wednesday, one of the cases we were resolving, the boy says, me mama yare. Me mama yare. Me papa on bo brebia. We just be to me so bit me support me 300 cedis. And when we went through his phone, he had done it to so many people. So many people. So the mom said, Prof Dean, what show me am yare? Mama no so share ni shape. Now share ni good sir. Now see mama yare.